Good morning, my happy hour back. Here's the plan. It's going to be a bit of an interrupted day for us. My beautiful Asawa and my equally beautiful daughter are heading up to Alabang in Manila. Their chauffeur for the day will be our unbelievably good-looking son, Aldrian. And they are off on a shopping trip. They're going to be picking up some wash basins for the upstairs bathrooms and maybe for downstairs, I'm not sure yet. And a few other bits and pieces, looking for taps and a couple of other bits. I have, at a slightly later point in the morning, got to head off with our equally unbelievably good-looking son, Jack. He's got a dental appointment. By the way, this is not just my hyperbole about my kids. It's all scientifically proven that they are incredibly good-looking. On the build, hopefully you won't notice these absences, but it's possible. But on the build, a lot more of the same, really. They're going to be working on, again, of course, on bathroom tiling, a little bit on bathroom ceilings. There's going to be work done on piping for getting the water from the new pressure tank. There's going to be more sandpapering already this morning, more sandpapering and possibly some skim coat. They're working on erecting more scaffolding around the outside of the house in preparation for the skim coat that's going to be coming there. I don't know if there's anything else. That's enough, isn't it? What could possibly go wrong? Now, while you're still here, hopefully, likes and comments and subscribes. Come on, hit those like buttons. Don't forget, please. Subscribe if you haven't done it already. I've said it before. If you watch more than one of these, that's surely worthy of a subscribe. And for a limited period only, subscription to this channel is free. Comments. As always, I appreciate all the comments that you guys put in. Keep them coming. I will highlight one thing. We've had a couple of comments in the last 2 or 3 days which have kind of been having a bit of a pop at the builder, which is entirely justifiable. Of course you can do that. All I would ask is that there is a way to do it. 2 examples. Rod Robles put something in kind of suggesting that things were, well, the builder was maybe taking advantage of us a little bit. When questioned, he's come back with a response which is entirely reasonable, well considered, thought out, and is based on the fact that he's going to be doing this himself. So everything he said may or may not have validity, but that's not the point. It was well structured and well thought out and politely said. There's been another one whose name I won't include here, who just said the builder was having a lend of us. Now, I don't speak Australian, so I had to go and look it up on Google Translate, but as far as I can tell, that means the builder's lying to us. There was no explanation, there was no further comment. I've gone back to that person and said, okay, well, what do you mean? Nothing. If you want to have a pop, by all means, go ahead, it can help. But try and explain your pop so that we can then try and deal with that, and it may be justified, as I say. But let us know what you're talking about. Anyway, after all that, go back, subscribe, like, comment. Right, let's get on with it. There was another comment, a very recent one, from Patrick Hepburn. Patrick's been with us for a long time and puts in tons of comments, and they're all appreciated. But Patrick was saying, well, really, seriously, no plan to attach the pressure tank to the house? Well, here we go, Patrick, it is being attached. Bear in mind that I don't always know the plan that they've got in mind, but the plumber is working on that right now. He's kind of suggesting it was throwing money away, but also please do bear in mind that this whole project is a fixed price project. So the order in which the builder wants to do things, I don't really get concerned myself. It's his money. It's not going to cost me more or less if he does it what might be considered an unusual manner. Well, let's get going in here. So this is the bathroom just off the sunroom. Mr. Rene and Carlito are working on floor tiling, and as we saw at the close last night, not a lot more to go for this bathroom. I said at the end of yesterday, I thought I might have missed stuff. This was one thing I forgot about. The tiling here in the helper's room bathroom. So we're getting up and starting on the highlight tile. The lower level, I'm just going to peer around the corner. Yeah, it's done all the way around. I would think today quite a lot more of this room will get finished off with tiles. And lastly, for downstairs bathrooms, Don's working on this one for the gym and spa. So he's going to be putting in the highlight tile for the upper edge of that niche, and then I would think carrying on up the wall. This is the pantry. I haven't had a look in here for a while, but first thing this morning, Mr. Adele was once again sandpapering a ceiling. He's just wandered off. The platforms are gone, so I guess he's finished with that for now. And I think he's about to start skim coating somewhere. We'll have to have a look a little bit later on. Well, I was wrong. He's not going to be skim coating. He's going to be painting somewhere. So they're using this one, the Davis Pondo flat latex paint. UC1 Light. So we'll have a look in a little bit and find out where he's going to be doing this. Back in Aldrin's bathroom, Richard is in a different room right now, but he's preparing the last bits of Hardiflex to go up here, finishing off this ceiling. So we'll have another, it looks like, window in a ceiling. But just 2 more bits to go. Here we are with the erection of scaffolding on the outside. Again, this is in preparation. It's not happening yet, but it's in preparation for skim coating the outside walls. We're back in the master bedroom. If you can't handle bright lights, you might want to look away for a moment. We've got some welding going on. Over here, hidden under there, I'm assuming, I can't tell, singing Rico. So just finalising whatever welding is required with some rebar at the bottom to support the bottom of that cabinet. At the moment, nothing else going on with tiling. I imagine that they have to finish off this cabinet first so that people are not walking around on freshly laid tiles. And nothing more with the plumbing for the shower. I think it's all done. It's 1:20 or thereabouts. At 1 o'clock, the heavens opened briefly. I'm not saying the weather's changeable here, but look at it now. It's glorious sunshine, and literally 3 or 4 minutes ago, it was hacking it down. Let's go and see what's going on. Earlier on, from inside, we saw the scaffolding starting to go up at the front of the house. There's more going up. No one doing it right now, but more going up. Inside the sunroom, Adele still sandpapering. I can't be certain, but I've got a feeling he did add more paint over on the downstairs hallway, corridor, whatever we call it, between kind of the front door going towards the kitchen and the other rooms. That looks to me like it's got a second coat on it. Inside the small bathroom, just off the side of the sunroom, floor tiling getting close. Looks to me like we're down to the last maybe 2 tiles. Then we'll be finished in here, and then it will be time for a ceiling. Inside the bathroom in the gym and spa, Don's got the first level of tiles above the highlight, almost all the way around. In the master bathroom, Nobody working here at the moment. The rebar on the base of this cabinet, I reckon that's all done. So next step, I would think, will either be replastering where the shower unit was, or maybe they finish off the tiling. Well, it will be wall first. So yeah, I guess it has to be replastering the shower, wall tiles, floor tiles. This is Aldrin's bathroom. So we're back to all the floor done, all the walls done, cabinet in but no top, and now all the ceiling panels are in. Here's Oliver working on the support for that scaffolding. So this is the balcony for the master bedroom. It's 4 o'clock. It's a Saturday, so the day is done. The week is done. We've got a couple of things going on. We've got over here a bit of settling up for any food and drink that's been bought during the week. And keep those dizzy pills close by. The guys over there getting ready to head out. Let's go and see what's happened in the last couple of hours and a bit. Inside the bathroom for the gym and spa. The fiddly bits of tiling all around the top and bottom of the niche, all done. And the rest of this wall, all done. Just this wall to be finished off by the door, and that'll have then the full first row of tiles above the highlight. This is the bathroom by the sunroom, and there's a panel blocking my entry, so I can't get in there. They're obviously protecting the tiles because they're done all the way down to the door. So all the tiling in this room is finished. Well, as always, except for any grouting, which will come later. Next step for this room, ceiling. In the helper's bathroom, left wall, fully done, including the little bit round to the side of the door. Front wall, fully done. Right wall, not quite. Still missing the tiling for the highlight, just here, and then the rest of this small area by the door. I did check with the engineer, and yes, this ceiling area going from the stairs to over my head towards the kitchen, that did get a second coat of that prime paint that we saw going on earlier. I don't think any more areas have been painted around here, but there's, I believe, a lot more sanding has been done. Probably most of this area on the ceiling. Back at the master bathroom, this is a bit puzzling. All of these platforms have been put in here. There's been no more work on either plastering back in where that shower unit is, or on tiling, whether it's walls or floors. This sort of seems to suggest they're going to do a ceiling. No, it more than suggests it. If I actually look, they've started to put the metal fairings in along here. So they are making a start on that ceiling. Whether they will now finish that and then come back to tiles and plastering, I don't know. We'll find out on Monday. We'll do a quick end of the week summary of other bathrooms. Here, Alex's room. Tiles, done. Ceiling, done. Wash basin cabinet, done. Aldrin's bathroom. Tiling, all done. Ceiling, done. Cabinet, frames there, top is not yet poured. Sabrina's room. Tiling, all done. Ceiling, done. wash basin cabinet, done. Lastly, Jack's room. Floor tiling, done. Wall tiling, done. Ceiling, done. Wash basin cabinet, done. And when I said floor tiling done, I meant it. They've received, finally, the last tile and a bit that they needed to finish off in this little corner, and they have finished. That is the end of the week. And we'll finish off up here from Jack's balcony. So, lots and lots of focus on bathrooms, whether it was tiling, whether it was ceilings, whether it was wash basin cabinets, and that phrase has been giving me problems all week. So much now done. You've just seen all the kids' bedrooms very nearly all complete with those elements. Obviously, still more things to do, a lot more things to do, but they're very close to all being finished with walls, floors, ceilings, cabinets. Downstairs we've got close to finishing one of the bathrooms. Quite a lot more work still to do on the other two. Master bathroom, still quite a bit more work needs to be done there. Outside of that, they are clearly preparing for, hopefully, next week we get more painters in and we start getting the outside of the house taken care of, at least in terms of the skim coating. And there will, of course, be more plumbing. There was a comment, and I've forgotten who it was, apologies, who said, oh, interesting that you've got that pipework right by the wall going from the pump room, which is amazingly timely because my wife said exactly the same thing this morning. So what we might try and do, if it's not too late, is to see if they can somehow bring that piping away from the wall, because as that comment rightly points out, it's very often up against walls is where you want to put plants and small trees, hopefully trees that are not going to get too big and the roots cause problem for those walls. So I think if we decide that down this wall we are going to try and put, I suppose, more like bushes and flowers than anything else, we might see if we can get them to move that piping out a little bit and down a little bit so we don't run a risk of skewering it when we're doing any gardening. I don't know, we'll see what happens next week. But there we go. Day 254 in the bag. Week whatever that is in the bag. See you next week.